Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, I am doing a twin flame reading and energy update. So this means we are going to be looking into the divine feminine and divine masculine energies on the planet at this time. And so for those of you in some form of 3D interaction with your twin flame, meaning that you and your twin flame are both incarnated on the planet at this time and you have some conscious awareness of one another, you may find that these masculine and feminine messages apply directly to the dynamics between you and your twin, or give you some insight into potentially what they could be experiencing, thinking, or feeling at this time. Now, with that being said, although we do experience the divine feminine and divine masculine energy dynamics most intensely and profoundly within twin flame connection, we will experience these dynamics from time to time playing out in various degrees within all of our interactions, even our interactions with our inner self. So you may find that some of these messages connect with a non-twin flame form of romantic soulmates or life partner connection. You also may find that these messages apply to your inner divine masculine and inner divine feminine energies, because we all carry some form of balance of these energies within each of us. And really, for those of us on a conscious twin flame path, this path is about learning to integrate that inner masculine and inner feminine, coming into greater balance and harmony, which really allows us to create a kind of magnetic field around us from that space of integration, that place of stability. We really become highly magnetic for our desires in life to manifest the life of our dreams. And in doing so, with the temple path upright coming out here as the very first card, all of this is teaching us how to essentially align with that highest timeline for ourselves. And here on this channel, we are all collectively rising together to our highest timelines, where we are living as our most ideal self-actualized versions of self. So if that resonates with you, I would love for you to join our beautiful soul family here on YouTube. Also, by subscribing to the channel, this has the powerful effects of creating an energy exchange between myself and you, so that regardless of where you are on the planet or when you are watching this video, I am able to pick up more easily on your energy and channel more specific and relevant information for you, both now and in the future. So thank you to all of you who are parts of this community, who are subscribed, because as I often say, we are co-creators here together and soul family, remembering each other and assisting each other along this journey. So with all of that being said, I am shuffling the Energy Oracle Cards deck to get us started today. By the way, I do channel these Twin Flame Collective updates on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and there always is an extended version of these 3 weekly readings on Patreon. So you can find more information about joining our beautiful Twin Flame Soul Tribe on Patreon under this video in the pinned comments and description box. I will also let you know throughout the reading when we will be diving deeper into certain points or topics that come up throughout the reading on our Patreon extended reading. So the first card to come out here is the Journey card in the upright position. I'm actually feeling really pulled to the guidebook for this card. Also, the number 222 might be connecting for some. But let's see what the guidebook has to say here, because I really feel there's some type of message for someone. By the way, I usually say this at the beginning, but I do channel many different energies, people, and forms of connection. So always only take what resonates with you personally. Movement, relocation, travel. All of life is a journey, and this card is telling you that you have some exciting and inspiring adventures ahead. This also can foretell of upcoming travel or a shift in location. For some reason, I heard relocating in love. So for some listening, this could be literally some form of physical, geographical relocation, a move, some kind of trip. But for others, strangely enough, I'm hearing that this is some type of shift. I'm hearing like adventure in your love life, a shift in your love life that's either already happening or that you feel is coming or in the process of happening. A desire for something new or to bring new energy into a situation. It's like the desire for things to move forward, but there's this excitement associated with it as well. So it could be a new person who's come into your life romantically. By the way, at this point in the reading, I am going to be channeling some collective messages first, and then we will go more deeply into the masculine and feminine polarities specifically. I did just see the number 711, and I know that connects for some. Hostilities in the reverse position. Seeking peace. Peace and harmony within oneself and one's life. Tired of fighting. Tired of the stress and tension. Just ready to let go, to release all of that heavy energy. And again, move towards this exciting, inspiring adventure in one's love life. And victory in the upright position. Wow, okay, so I see that if you have been someone who's been dealing with a lot of stress, tension, heaviness, hardship in love, and you've really felt the call for some kind of a shift or change again, whether this is a shift in physical location, whether this is shaking up your love relationships in some way, or even pursuing some kind of new love connection or relationship, or enjoying the unfolding of a new connection you've attracted into your life. Regardless, whatever this energy is for you specifically, I see that if this connects for you and you've been inspired in a certain direction, inspired to release some of this heavy energy by shaking up your life or your connections in some way, bringing new energy into some situation, I see that this is going to bring a lot of success for you with this victory card in the upright position. This is a very positive card, and for some reason, I'm just hearing this resounding yes. I feel like there could be someone who desires something or who wants something, but there's almost this nagging feeling of, should I say yes to this thing that is inspiring me, exciting me, that brings up this feeling of excitement within me, because I don't know where it's going, but I know that it really shakes up this heavy energy I've been feeling, and I am sensing that if that is you and that connects with you in some way, your guides are really pushing you. It's like, I just hear them saying, say yes, have the courage to say yes to your life, to changes in your life that feel inspired and feel exciting to you, because that feeling of thrill, that feeling of excitement is your inner guidance, your intuition leading you there for some reason, even if your logical mind doesn't fully understand yet where you're going or why you're going there. I'm getting that quotes about only being able to connect the dots looking back, not being able to connect the dots looking ahead of yourself. I don't know who this is going to apply for. I feel like this could also be life-related, work-related. I just feel that in the present or very soon in the future, someone may, or a situation may kind of ask you, like, do you want to take this opportunity? Do you want to move forward in this way? Do you want to take this chance? And you're going to feel this sense of thrill, this sense of excitement, but also a part of your heart is going to be afraid and going to want to shut down. And again, your guides are just really pressing you here to have the courage to keep an open heart, to keep an open mind, to go where you feel excited, and to always stand in your power with Angel of Strength uprights. I especially get a lot of feminine energy from these cards we're pulling here, although do keep in mind the masculine and feminine labels are used to describe energies, not specific genders. And also these polarities can be switched at times depending on your situation. But with strategy reverse and Angel of Strength upright, I'm hearing, yes, stand in your power, but at the same time, release your need to have all the answers, release your need for a plan, keep an open hearts and minds, allow yourself to feel worthy of any exciting or exhilarating options, opportunities with Angel of Love upright, even if it seems like it doesn't quite make sense along your path to your minds, or it seems like something that is relatively small or even meaningless or maybe short-term or temporary. You're really being guided to release your need to know where exactly this is going to go or where it's going to unfold. And I also feel that with that shift in your mindset, that alone will really help you with this hostilities card reverse to release some of that heavy energy that's been weighing you down for a long time. Yes, storm warning uprights, to let you move free of some of the storms of your life or your love life, those feelings of heaviness that may have kept you stuck or stagnant. Reconnect with your worthiness of love, of these new opportunities with adjacent possibilities upright coming out so synchronistically, representing doors opening in front of you, but you being really called to that decision point of, am I going to feel worthy enough, to feel confident and open-hearted enough to say yes to the opportunities that are bringing this fresh energy, this exhilaration into my life? So I know those were kind of some unusual messages to come through a twin flame reading, but I do hope that resonated with whoever needed to hear that at this time. Now, I do want to begin channeling into the divine feminine energy. But with that being said, for whoever was connecting with the message about the new opportunities in love or in life coming in, I will be channeling more higher self and spirit guide messages about these new opportunities, potentially what these could look like, and any guidance messages that come through as well. So all of that will be in the extended, which again is linked in the pinned comments and description box under this video. So I have to tell you, Divine Feminine, right as we are beginning to peek into your energy, the number 1331 came out right away, and I actually looked up this number to just channel a little bit from it, and so beautifully, this number, the first thing that came up is you are loved. You are loved, cared for, taken care of. Whether you believe it or not, someone is watching out for you. And this also can signify positive energies, boosting your confidence and new beginnings in your life. So I don't know who needed to hear that. I feel it was someone who may have had moments of feeling really alone or unsupported recently, or just feeling knocked down by some of those heavier energies that came out previously that I said could be in the process of being shaken up by new energies I'm really hearing divinely sent in. So again, pay attention to new opportunities that excite you, whether it's in life or love, that are coming into your life, even if you can't see yet how they fit into the overall plan of your life or how exactly they are going to play out. Because part of their purpose could be simply to help you get out of a little bit of a rut and receive reminders of just how loved and supported you truly are. Now, the first card that just came flying from the deck for you, Divine Feminine, is Man Holding a Heart in the upright position. The fact this card came out so fast tells me the energy here is moving very quickly. So this signifies a very open-hearted, forward. That word forward is really coming out here, like someone being forward about how they're feeling, masculine energy coming in very fast. Now, for some of you, this will be someone that has already entered your life or is in your life. For others of you, this will be someone new. With the thinking man reversed, I see that this is someone who has already done a lot of work to release their ego. However, something about their connection with you, this card also tells me like they see this connection as somehow defying logic. I see someone just like staring at someone with their mouth like open. It's just they're shocked about something regarding you or this connection or how things are playing out. Can I get more information on this masculine? Yeah, adjacent possibilities. So I feel divine feminine. This could speak to the fact that you have or in the future will have options, different available paths for you in love. And that your free will is somewhat at play here. I'm hearing your guides say it's about what you desire. What do you desire? What is most aligned with you at this time? With that journey card coming up here again. For some reason, I don't know who this is for, but I feel that there could be a geographical distance between some feminine and this new masculine energy, and there could be some type of travel involved here. So if there's not a distance between the two of you, for some reason I heard moving in together or one person moving to be closer to the other or to visit the other, something along those lines. That won't be for everyone. I'm also getting an L name for someone. Let me know if that connects with anyone. I feel that was just for a specific group of people. But regardless, I do see with hostilities reversed, it's like, wow, okay, so when this card came out before, I said that something new could be coming into the life of the collective to really shake up some of this heavy energy from the past. The word that's really coming out strongly is reset, like hitting the reset button in life or love, giving you a breather, giving you a chance to just kind of enjoy your life to a greater degree and let go of some of this heavier energy. And once again, I feel that for some of you divine feminines, the way that this masculine energy is approaching you or is in your life, again, this could be someone who's been in your life for a long time, who is just suddenly beginning to open their hearts to a greater degree. So take it as it connects with you. But I see that, again, this represents some kind of breakout from the energy of heaviness, that stagnancy. So in the extended version of this reading, for whoever is connecting with this as a specific new masculine, I heard Aries for someone, or potentially something about the month of April or late spring being significant to your connection. But regardless, for whoever this is for, which again, this won't be for everyone, but for whoever is connecting with potentially some new masculine energy here, or someone who's been in their life for a while, who's beginning to really open their hearts to this connection, I will be channeling more messages, specifically how this person is consciously thinking and feeling about you at this time, divine feminine, as well as what they potentially want to offer you or how this situation with them could be moving forward into the future. So all of that information is in the extended version of the reading, which is linked in the pinned comments and description box. So I want to know how the divine feminine has been thinking or feeling recently, and a few cards just came flying. Okay, woman holding a coin in the upright position and yin yang in the upright position. Wow, so heavily thinking or feeling something about the twin flame path or a twin flame connection. Specifically, very interesting, but also with woman holding a coin upright, I almost see these like two combating kinds of energy dynamics at play here. It's like I feel this inner conflict within this divine feminine, because on the one hand, I feel this sense of aligning with her twin flame divine masculine counterpart, which is really happening because of her inner integration of that inner divine masculine energy, which we could speak about for hours in other videos, the process of this inner divine masculine integration. But essentially this involves things like showing up for herself, supporting herself, beginning to place structure around her self-care, her goals, her dreams, whatever the case is for her in her life. However, this energy seems to come up against this other opposing energy, this energy of heaviness, of wounding, of density, of, I'm hearing, the past of this connection. So if you've been connecting with your twin flame in the physical for a long time, you might share, I'm hearing, a lot of history. This won't be for everyone, but for some of you, there could be a history with this person that involves pain, triggering, wounding. And again, I see these two opposing kind of forces. It's like, on the one hand, there is this profound realignment energetically happening within you that is then, of course, reflecting in this connection. But on the other hand, there is this physical 3D confusion, this heaviness, potentially a negative history with this person in physical. So I do want to channel a little bit from the guidebook for this woman holding a coin card also. Interesting. So this card can also refer to the woman directly if it comes up in a woman or feminine's reading, and it can refer to a successful endeavor regarding her own finances or health. So if you don't have a long-standing physical 3D connection with your twin flame, if that message didn't really resonate as being this kind of opposing energy, I see this could also, Divine Feminine, just represent your desire to really refocus your energy on yourself, to focus on, again, your self-growth, self-love, self-care. Potentially for some of you, there could be something financially with your work, with your business you've been focusing on. I'm hearing the word torn coming out here. So it's almost as though someone is just feeling a bit conflicted or torn. It's like there are these two aspects of self. One aspect there, what we would think of traditionally as their highly spiritual, sensitive nature, awakened nature, that really feels this deep connection with this divine masculine energy and senses this profound kind of energetic dance taking place between the two of them. But on the other side, there is this need to, and this pull to, really focus on herself in very physical ways, to focus on creating, molding her physical 3D reality, structuring her time, implementing more of those self-care practices. Potentially for some, this is an increased focus in work, in business, whatever the case may be. And interesting, the message I'm getting is that these two dynamics, that part of you, Divine Feminine, that is so pulled to really focus on your work, whatever that is for you, work defined loosely, because this could be just your passion, your gift to humanity, your soul mission, however you express that. But that side of yourself that might be more focused on those 3D day-to-day things, and that part of yourself that is really highly spiritual, awakened, aware of the interactions happening in the 5D between yourself and your twin. At times you might find yourself feeling confused because these feel like opposing aspects of yourself, or it feels at times like being pulled in two directions. I'm hearing like one is the distraction from the other. So it's funny, I'm picking up on a Divine Feminine who at times feels like, you know, her work, her finances, her daily life is a distraction from this twin flame thing she has going on, this connection, this path, this unfolding relationship. However, it also feels the opposite is true. At times it might feel like the twin flame connection, path, ideology, journey is actually somehow working in opposition to her really focusing on herself, her life, her work, like it's a distraction from all of that. But what your guides are really coming in to say, Divine Feminine, is these things are not so opposite as they might appear to be. In fact, that is your physical human mind, the ego mind, seeing the polarity when really there is oneness. These things go together. I'm hearing that It's actually by you, Divine Feminine, focusing on your work, your endeavors, your soul mission, whatever that is for you, structuring your life, your time in ways that feel good and support you. All of this is what is rebalancing, integrating that inner divine masculine, which is what is creating that greater alignment with your external divine awakened masculine potential partners as well, or your divine masculine twin flame, whatever is relevant for you, whatever you're manifesting in. But I do feel that, again, it's like these things are not a distraction from one another. They actually go hand in hand. And in fact, by carving out the time for yourself, by really focusing on yourself in this way with the woman holding a coin upright, this is actually how you are aligning with that frequency of unconditional love that calls in those high-level soulmate and twin flame connections and stabilizes them energetically. Because self-love is unconditional love, and the reverse is true. Unconditional love is self-love, because when you really show that love to yourself, that puts you in the frequency of love that then naturally radiates outward and touches others as well. So I feel someone's guides were just really pulling me to remind you of that at this time. And the card Ace of Pentacles came out from the traditional tarot. So we are just going to be channeling a quick message from this card as well. Loyal, lasting, practical. It's also in the element of earth, so there could be an earth sign involved here. Abundance and stability. Wow, so I feel like this speaks to what you are attracting in through this powerful inner work, Divine Feminine. You are creating this energetic stability within yourself through this process of integration that is actually attracting, making you magnetic for stability, abundance externally in your life and within these high-level love relationships as well. So, wow, very, very beautiful messages coming through for you, Divine Feminine. Thank you to all of you Divine Feminines presence who are literally contributing your energy here, co-creating those really powerful messages. And for those of you wanting more, I will be channeling more messages from your higher self, your guides, whatever divine forces you personally connect with, Divine Feminine, about this abundance, this stability you are attracting into your life, and about this process of integration happening really radically within you at this time. So again, those extended messages for you will be in the pinned comments and description box under the video. So we are now going to be channeling into the Divine Masculine Collective and take a look at what is going on for Divine Masculines on the planets at this time. But I do want to let you know the names Henry, Bob, and Anne all came out from the Love Word Scramble, if that connects with anyone specifically. So I want to know what is going on in the energy of the Divine Masculine Collective. Financial constraints in the upright position, feeling constricted by something or trapped by something that is, I'm hearing, causing many masculines to take a hit in their confidence, but really on a higher level, this is their confidence going through the process of being redefined. So Divine Masculine, if you're listening to this, and you felt something in your life or just life generally has knocked you over in some sense. And again, Divine Feminines, these messages could apply to your inner masculine as well. But I'm really getting Divine Masculine. What you need to know, what your guides are trying to get through to you, is that you are in the process of breaking down everything you were never meant to be in order to become everything you were destined to be. And so at times you might feel as though you're being knocked down at life, but really that is just your ego seeing your walls being knocked down, opening you up to greater openness, vulnerability, trust, connectedness with other people and with the divine. with the crown chakra reversed, I feel like walls are being broken down that have kept you from connecting with that inner wisdom, with that higher self-knowledge. So I want to know how this divine masculine is being connected with this higher self. Yeah, man holding a coin in the reverse position. So I feel that this could speak to a masculine having been living from an unawakened or ego-dominated states for a long time in this physical lifetime. For some reason, I'm hearing sudden awakening. So there may be a masculine who went through some kind of spontaneous awakening with contract reverse. This could have come through some kind of very karmically dense situation. So it could have been a karmic relationship, a karmic behavior pattern. There's a lot of pain associated with this, especially emotionally. So I feel like this was a very jarring experience of contrast for this masculine that may have suddenly opened his eyes. I'm hearing like through the pain, your eyes are being profoundly opened. So I want to know how this masculine's eyes are being opened. Let's pull some cards from the Twin Flames in Separation deck. How are the eyes of this masculine being opened? I still see your smiling face in my mind's eye. Interesting. It's interesting this card uses the word see when we were just saying this masculine's eyes were being opened. It's almost as though this masculine said, through my awakening, everything else has fallen away and it's only you, Divine Feminine, because I'm realizing this connection that is truly there with me at the core of my soul, the core of my being. You are the one I carry with me everywhere I go, and that is how I recognize you. I'm haunted by us. I didn't follow my heart, and now I don't know how to let you go. So this could be part of why some masculines are feeling stuck. If Divine Feminine, you and your masculine counterpart did go through some kind of disconnect or separation, I see that through this masculine's awakening, once again, it's like you are the one that they see now that their eyes are opened. That's the message here. But there's also a lot of pain and regret associated with this as well. I didn't follow my heart. That speaks to a masculine who, again, with man holding a coin reversed, was living in a state of ego dominance. But also with this card reversed, I see almost this opposite energy to the feminine, where of course, this makes sense because at times when the masculine is going through something to an intense degree, the feminine will feel that on the same aspect, she's almost experiencing like the same energy, but in an opposite direction. There's kind of that polarity that comes out sometimes. It's very complex how this energy interplays between twin flames. But I see that because woman holding a coin upright came out for the Divine Feminine, I see the Divine Feminine having already gone through this very intense spiritual awakening, now really stabilizing in that process of integrating all that she's accumulated spiritually. All of that knowledge she has developed through this lifetime, which is allowing her to finally begin feeling like she's starting to get her footing in the 3D physical world, beginning to, again, structure her day, her time, settle into some kind of path for her, some kind of, I'm hearing routine or job path, life path, business, whatever the case is, something that excites her, that exhilarates her, that seems to pull her. And there's this feeling of steadiness about it, even if she doesn't know where it's going. However, for the masculine, I feel this opposite energy. It's like he felt this strong sense of ego-driven confidence in his 3D success, his work, whatever the case was, his career, his status. But now all of those things are coming into question through this awakening. Those walls are being knocked down. And I feel that at times for the masculine, he actually feels as though he's losing his grip. He's losing some of his sense of confidence because of that. But again, it's not that he's literally losing confidence. It's that his confidence is being redefined. His spiritual identity is replacing, or I should say really overlaying, his earthly, physical, human identity. So what else is going on with the divine masculine at this time. The Thinking Woman reverse came out, and for some reason I heard a masculine saying, I feel like you don't need me anymore, and that causes me to feel like I'm taking this hit to my confidence. I don't know who that is for. I feel like that won't be for everyone. That could be a masculine speaking to his divine feminine. Patience reversed. I see you, divine feminine, no longer waiting around. With Goddess of the Moon reversed, it's like this masculine realizes the divine feminine is reclaiming her power. She's no longer in this waiting, stagnant energy. However, this is also pushing this masculine to finally turn within himself. And just as the divine feminine is integrating her inner divine masculine, this divine masculine is doing the same, but with his inner divine feminine. So he's beginning to really integrate that more emotional, spiritual, vulnerable, creative side of himself. In fact, for some masculines, they feel like they're really confronting, seeing that side of themselves for the first time. Which ironically, through that self-reconnection with their inner divine feminine, their longing for the external divine feminine is only getting stronger and more unignorable to them. Rest and rejuvenation upright. So many masculines could also find themselves sleeping more than usual because, again, there are a lot of powerful shifts happening within them spiritually at the energy level beyond what their conscious mind fully understands. And physical rest is required to integrate all of these changes fully. Wow, very powerful messages coming through. So in the extended version of the reading, I will be channeling more messages from the divine masculine's guides, his higher self. If you are a divine masculine listening and you would like some further guidance messages, I will also be channeling love messages from the divine masculine to the divine feminine, what they are thinking, feeling, or want to say to the feminine at this time. And again, all of that extended information is in the pinned comments and description box under the video. But to close this first reading here on YouTube, I do want to just pull a final card from the Rumi Oracle. So what is one final message for twin flames listening to this reading? So the card that came out is Enter the Garden of Delights, and I'm going to read the poem from the guidebook. Are you aware that sweetness is found everywhere in town? Are you aware that winter is gone and spring has come around? Are you aware that sweet basil and the carnation are whispering in the garden and laughing about how simply everything is found? Are you aware the nightingale has come back from its flight, singing out messages of love to spread delight with every sound? Everything in the garden is granted the rights from the divine court to appear for our delights. Everything is here to make the earth green and alive as a haven for our life. What remains buried in the soil will always endeavor to reach out. No one truly alive can ever be pawned to a prison or a tomb. Rumi. Wow, very powerful message. And the guidebook also says, to come alive requires shedding of so much adherence to the fear of death. You have been through so much death, dear one, around you, within you. You have known this dark angel. That is why you are so full of life. Your attempts to stay as you have been, to render something in your life immobile or impervious to change, have failed. Let us celebrate. There is no delight in frozen moments long since past. Do not let the memory of death starve you of your participation in life. The garden is here now to be touched tasted, seen, heard, felt, inhaled, and loved. This oracle comes to you with a message. A new day is dawning for you. This is a time when the past will very soon cease to have any hold over you. Put your worries behind you now and step into your divine inheritance. So I feel like that's a great place to close this reading. I will be leaving a link to the extended messages for this reading that are available on Patreon in the pinned comment and description box under this video. Again, we will be going more in depth into many of the points that came up in the reading, channeling higher self or spirit guide messages for both the divine masculine and feminine, as well as love messages from both of the counterparts, what they are consciously thinking, feeling, or potentially want to say to one another at this time. And again, all of that is linked below. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day. You can follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. Be sure to subscribe if you would like me to pick up more easily on your energy and channel more specifically for you in future videos. I will talk to you again in the next reading.